2015? You mean we're in the future?
Hello YouTube viewers and random Doctor Who fans, and welcome along to another series of toy reviews. And I'll be kicking things off with this, which is the Skovox Blitzer 3.75 inch scale action figure, and here it is in its packaging. As you can see, it's in the same layout as the other Wave 3 figures packaging, so I won't spend too long talking about it. It features the Doctor Who logo at the top with the police box next to it. It is the Skovox Blitzer articulated action figure, and it is part of Wave 3. We still get that awful yellow and blue colour scheme along with that crumpled window display design, but it does show off the figure very well with its 4 detachable legs positioned around it. On the back we get a good look at some of the other merchandise available, such as the updated Spin and Fly TARDIS and the Dalek patrol ship. And as for the rest of the figures in the wave, well, I'll talk about them a little bit later on. And of course we have the customary legal guff along the bottom, but that's enough about the box, so let's open it up and take a look at the figure itself. Okay, so here we have Skovox Blitzer, and I've got to say it, the 3.75 inch scale figures are getting better, especially when it comes to detail. This looks really good. Starting off with the head sculpt, you can see these various grooves and ridges running underneath the bottom of his eyes, that almost mandible-like mouth, and those brilliant blue eyes. The top of the head sweeps back into these ridged pieces, almost looking like slicked back hair. On the back of the head we get these 2 plastic wires which connect to this fin mounted onto his back. Moving down to the torso, the great level of detail continues, with this vent in the middle of the chest and this nice effective armour panel design around it, while on the back a strong level of detail has been sculpted onto the figure as well. The arms look brilliant. On his right hand we get his green laser gun, and you can see there the 3 barrels of the gun have been correctly coloured. It's little details like these that I really appreciate, while the other arm contains his cylinder shaped white cannon with a few bits of metallic panelling and assorted detail on both arms, and I particularly like those spikes on the top of both of his shoulders. The lower body has its fair share of detail as well. I especially love those pieces of machinery which are present on the panels between each of his legs. But look at those paint apps! They're really excellent, and the subtle use of that brown wash really ages the figure to make Skovox look as though he's been out taking down opponents throughout the galaxy for many years. As for the legs, they're a really great design, which has been added to this figure nicely with some super fine detailing really brought out by those paint apps. Plus you can see that sort of collapsible pipe design connecting the leg to the body. And finally on the underside we get some of your standard legal now. So overall for detail, I'm pleasantly surprised by this figure. Turning to articulation, the head can rotate but can't do the full 360-degree exorcist twist as it's hindered by these wires, but fortunately the wires are made from a soft rubber, allowing the head a good range of movement. The arms can move up and down by 90 degrees, and there's a full 360 on the waist. Finally the legs move up and down and can swivel through 360 degrees, allowing for a few different display options. Doing a size comparison, Skovox looks great and in scale when next to the other 3 3/4 inch figures from previous waves, and fits in well alongside them when up on display. So overall, what do I think of this figure? Well, I actually really like it. I'm not a big fan of characters 3 3/4 scale human figures, as the face sculpts tend to be a little bit weak, but their aliens, especially their aliens with robotic components, just look excellent, and with this Skovox Blitzer, character have definitely upped their game. The paint apps, coupled with precise sculpting, have resulted in an excellent figure which looks visually appealing for collectors, and sports an excellent amount of articulation, much more than I thought we would get to be honest, making it a fun figure for kids to play with as well. Now, I did say I would talk about the rest of this wave in this video, and frankly the other figures are a big disappointment, as they're either re-releases, repaints, or variants. The 11th Doctor in green coat is basically the same as the Wave 1 Series 7B figure. The Amy Pond is a repaint of the Asylum of the Daleks version, the 12th Doctor is just a re-release, the 10th Doctor is the same figure but with a blue suit and no coat, and the Gold Dalek is the same one as the Genesis of the Daleks figure but with a new paint job. So, in the end, there's no point in me reviewing them, as I'd just be saying the same thing I said in my other reviews, so I don't want to waste my time or yours with another review of what is basically going to be me saying the same thing. And so that brings us to the end of this review. I really hope you liked it. If you did, and you're new to my channel, please hit subscribe for more videos, and keep up to date with all my latest news and reviews by liking my Facebook page and following me on Twitter. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.